Hello YouTube, Cyber Aquarist here. This video is the test run of the filtration system for my 150 gallon aquarium. I've been working on this most of the weekend. I had a few adjustments to make to get it like I want it. First, let me share with you, I did not want to have to use this here, the Tom Aqua Lifter pump on my Reef Octopus overflow box. What it does is it pulls the air out that gets trapped at the top. It pulls it out so that the box stays primed. What I initially did was my return line over there, I had a hose barb tapped into the side of it, and I was running my air line from the air scavenging port over to the hose barb. And with a 1-inch line, you need at least 1,200 gallons of water of flow for the return line to act as an aerator, and I wasn't getting 1,200 gallons. I'm probably flowing about 1,100. I could upsize my pump, but I'm happy with the Mag Drive 18. There's plenty of flow in the aquarium. So anyway, I'm just going to have to keep a close eye on this, every day. Just make sure it's still running. And this isn't where it will go in the final setup. They make a hanger for these, and it'll hang on the back of the aquarium in a vertical position. Well, anyway, I had to redo my return line. Finish that this afternoon. It's a 1-inch return line, flexible PVC at the bottom, going into a Schedule 40 rigid PVC with a 90 and a 3-way 90 at the top. I'll show you that over there in just a second. But I had to dial in this overflow box to cut down on the noise. I'm actually flowing probably about 1,000, a little less than 1,100 gallons of water per hour now, which that's plenty for this tank. I mean, there's plenty of flow. It's real cloudy because, this is unchlorinated tap water. It hasn't had time to cycle or anything. But you can, I don't know if you can see any of the particles, but they're whipping around and they're pretty good. But anyway, I had to dial it in. These Reef Octopus overflow boxes come with a silencer, but I modified the bulkheads. I'll show you what I did here, but when you lift this off, you can kind of hear it a little bit. This helps to silence it some, but let me show you what I did. This is how loud it was originally. I put this 3/8 hose barb hose in here. When I lift it up, you gotta pull it out. Alright, that's how loud it was before I modified it with this little technique. But this hose, put a zip tie on it to keep it from going all the way through, but you have to feed it down the line. Send this one down, and it silences it pretty good. It's got to adjust back out, but I put these zip ties on the end of them to keep them from sucking all the way into the filter. See, they silence it. All the air is being drawn through here, or escaping through these 3/8 air lines. And then with the Reef Octopus silencer lid, it makes it even quieter. I'm trying to do all this with one hand, but anyway, not much noise with the two 3/8 air hoses run down the tubing, and the built-in silencer. You have to dial this in too. You turn this, but you have to hold the bottom and you dial this in to get it just right. but it's fairly quiet there. I'm happy with that. I can live with that. Let's walk around, look at the return line. Like I said, it's a 1-inch rigid PVC, a 90 here, and I made my own bracket from a old three-way air gang valve that I had. I cut it down with a Ziz wheel, and had to grinded a channel in it for the pipe to sit on there and have a secure attachment. Also the flexible PVC, I've got it with a bracket down here. This flexible PVC helps absorb any vibration, from the motor. I've got it about 2.5 foot up, and then 2 more foot of the rigid PVC zip tied to the clamp, to the gang valve clamp that I made, and then 2 3/4 inch lock lines. And what I did, I drilled a hole here and put an 1/8 inch hose barb with a piece of airline tubing just below the water. This is going to be my siphon break, and we're going to test that out here in just a second. I'll show you under the stand here. See, the water's flowing down over the bio balls, and my water level is just above the matrix. It flows into the return chamber with the mag drive 18, and this is the MJ 1200, which I don't have it hooked up to my carbon reactor yet, but my carbon reactor is going to sit right back there. The 2 300 watt Via Aqua titanium heaters, and there's the control units up there at the top. Right now it's 68 degrees, they're set at 78. Had to dial back on the ball valve just a little bit to when I was tuning in the overflow box. Don't have my auto top off running yet. 10-gallon reservoir will hold deionized water. See the little river rock with the air hose silicone to it, but once the tank's up and running, this will be full of water. And there's the sensor there. When the water drops any lower than that, the auto top off will turn on the Tom aqua lifter there, and it'll send water back to the aquarium right here, to the sump right here. All right, let's test out the siphon break. Actually, I haven't even tested it yet. Everything's flowing. Here we go. All right, just lost power. See what happens. Let's walk around here. Okay, well, it works. The 1/8 of an inch hose barb, which just made clearance for my my trim here, it actually worked. The siphon break functioned properly. It's out of sight. I really couldn't drill it up here or into one of the lock lines, so that's what I came up with, and thank goodness it works. All right, as far as the water overflowing from the surface into the overflow box, it has stopped. And being that this is 150 extra high, there's not as much surface area as 150 regular or even a 125. So the sump can safely handle all of it. So that's good news there. Only thing I wish is that my my return line would have functioned as an aerator, so that I wouldn't have to use this Tom aqua lifter pump here. But oh well, I guess that's the way it goes sometimes. I don't want to get a bigger pump because I'll have to dial it down to keep my overflow box silent. I mean, I can live with it. I'll probably buy a couple of these. They're only like $14. Just keep them in the stand. Should one of them break, I'll just replace it. But that method does work. I've seen it work before. It's just that, like I said, for a 1-inch return line, you have to be flowing in the neighborhood somewhere above 1,200 gallons per hour for it to act as an aerator. Unfortunately, I don't have that much flow. But okay, well, I appreciate everybody watching. The next video, I don't know what it will be about yet, but I still got to put my trim on the back of the canopy, the glass canopies. That one on the return line, that side fits, which I had to do some more modification to that bracket for it to fit. This side, I'm actually going to have to get a piece of plexiglass for the back panel, because this overflow box is too large for the canopy to slide back any further. So I'll take this back panel out and replace it with a piece of plexiglass and cut it out to slide past the overflow. Alright, well, like I said, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more updates on this series.